What if you could have a productivity system that requires no maintenance at all, but is so good that you don't even think about it? In this video, you will learn about the Barbell System, why it's so effective, how it makes you unstoppable, and how to set up and use it. It's very simple. Our brains are only evolved to remember 4 things at the same time. But in our daily work and life, we have way more things to remember, often up to 200. Trying to remember all the commitments and ideas, we are using up valuable mental space. We are easily driven by the latest and loudest, tend to forget things, and feel overall a constant sense of stress, overwhelm, and anxiety. But if we offload all the things we need to remember to trusted systems, we get more rooms in our heads to think creatively and strategically. The stress levels will go down, you'll feel you can handle everything coming at you, and finally relax. When I realized the immense power of productivity systems back in 2019, I was hooked. I became an avid user of David Allen's Getting Things Done methodology and a devoted fan of Cal Newport's multi-scale planning system. But 2 years later, I realized that I was spending 11 hours per week just maintaining the system and not do anything else. I processed my in-basket, had all the possible context lists and reviewing my goals every day, but still felt that I was tweaking a system instead of getting things done. And after a pretty chaotic episode in my life when I was moving to Poland, I had enough of this complexity. I decided to go back to basics and only doing the minimum things in order to get by. And this radical simplicity gave rise to the Barbell System. And thanks to how it worked, it did not require any maintenance at all. It was self-organizing and adjusted itself as I was doing my daily tasks and progressed forward in my work. But then I had an epiphany, which made all the difference. Everything clicked for me once I read the book Anti-Fragile by Nassim Taleb. The book is about things that benefit from chaos, misery, and all the bad things in life. It also gives advice on how you can become unstoppable like a hydra, being stronger no matter what happens. The key is to embrace both the rational and chaotic side of ourselves. Because we have a rational side that allows progress and getting things done and leveling up, but we also have a chaotic side that is a little bit more creative and wants to absolutely enjoy this moment above all else. And as Tim Urban in his famous blog Wait But Why puts it, we have both a rational decision maker and an instant gratification monkey in our brains. In Anti-Fragile, Taleb proposes a barbell solution. Instead of making a compromise, we alternate between being totally structured and being totally spontaneous. We dedicate time to the rational decision maker and let the monkey have the rest. An example of this strategy is Google. Aside from being a very reliable service, they have the famous 20% time rule, where employees are encouraged to work on whatever they think is the most fun and benefits the company, of course. Free from all expectations, the company gets to play around and explore. This is how their major innovations like AdSense, Google News, and Gmail got invented. In the same way, you become both reliable and can take advantage of unexpected events. You get the benefits of chaos without the costs, all while spending no time on maintaining the productivity system itself. By the way, if you liked what you heard so far, be sure to click the like button and comment on what you want to see more of this channel so I can make even better videos for you. Thanks for being awesome, friend. The 3 tools that together form the Barbell System are a calendar, a candle list, and a note-taking app. In the calendar, you keep track of your commitments, must-do tasks, meetings, and other planned time. But whenever there is blank space, you can do whatever you want or use a candle list. The candle list is like a to-do list, but with a twist. You're not supposed to complete it. The tasks in there are just suggestions and choices that you can do anytime or not at all. The more of these tasks, the greater freedom you have. So you want as many of these as possible. Finally, you have a note-taking app to store ideas, important information and files. I personally use mem.ai, but there are tons of other alternatives out there, and you could choose the one that fits you the best. And also file managers and other related tools are included in this category. You start by setting up your preferred calendar app on your phone, syncing between all the devices, whether it's Google or Outlook or iCal. I also recommend you use the calendar widget on your home screen to view your day at a quick glance. Then set up a task manager on your phone, because this is where your can-do list resides. Personally, I use Google Tasks, but to-doist, remember the milk, things, to-do, and even note-taking apps in general are good options. Finally, you set up a note-taking app on your phone. And just pick one, don't overthink it, but upgrade as you go. It's always an evolving game. And then you're done. Going forward, the only rule you need to remember is this. Whenever you have an involuntary thought that cannot get out from your head, write it down in your calendar if it's something you must do, your can-do list if it's something you might want to do, and note-taking app for everything else. And I'm going to say it again because it's very important. Whenever you have an involuntary thought that cannot get out from your head, write it in your calendar if you must do it, your can-do list if you might want to do it, and note-taking app for everything else. So in other words, if you receive new information or get a new idea or a certain insight, you want to capture it in the system as soon as possible. And this is why it's so important to have all these 3 apps on your phone all the time, because if you're like me and probably everyone else, you use it very often. You also no longer need to process in baskets or do weekly reviews, because it literally are there and it self-organizes, because you input it as you go and adjust it whenever you need to. In practice, you mostly look at the calendar widget to see what's coming next. Whenever it is empty, you can either check your can-do list or do what you feel in the moment. The note-taking app is used whenever you need to write things down or look things up. And after a couple of days, you won't even think about the system anymore. Just like electricity and air, it is invisible, but it still works because it's invisible. You don't think about it. In fact, high performers use this system or a variant of this without even knowing it, because it's so fundamental and critical to get things off the ground and do whatever they need to or want to. If you want to learn more about the Barbell system, because trust me, there's a whole lot more to be said about it, I've written a full ebook about this, and you can check out the link in the description. Finally, if you absolutely want to level up your productivity, I discovered a simple hack that literally blew my mind. It is a question when asked every day, every hour, even sometimes every minute, makes all the difference in whatever output and achievements you unlock. If you want to learn more about it and truly level up your A game, check out this video right here. I'll see you there.